What's good with you folks? This is Ray Davis coming to you with the truth. This is I Need a Mic podcast where I will be discussing mental health struggles I battle with just like you. Let's talk about it's a tagline I use. It's to say enough is enough. Give me my damn mic. I'm tired. The trouble I'm going through. Hey y'all. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Alright, so before I get started with tonight's episode, let me go ahead and do content warning. Content warning. If there's anything I have or had said in previous episodes that had offended you or anyone you have shared any episode with, I would like to apologize. I would like to remind you I'm not condoning what I said, but on my podcast, I am real, I am authentic, and I'm a warrior. I'm no longer censored, I'm no longer limited, I'm no longer silent. Mental health will censor you. Mental illness will limit you. And mental emotions will silence you. Ah, hi y'all. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Oh my gosh. This is the first podcast of the year, right? This is the first podcast of the year. Oh my gosh. So much has so much has been happening. So much has been done. Um but I'm still here. You're still here. We're all still here. We're all still here. Um you know, just do the best you can while you can, whenever you can. Just you know, just keep on holding on for a minute. So I don't want to do too long for the intro, but it's been a minute. So first podcast episode of the year. You know, the new year has just happened, as we know, and there's a new president. Um, I'm rolling my eyes when I said that. Believe me, I'm rolling my eyes because I really can care less. I really can. I'm not a political person. I like to understand it. I like to be educated in it to understand it, and how I can protect myself as a gay, black, educated woman. But I can really care less about it. It's not going to stop me from being me. It's not going to change me for who I am. And it's not going to stop my growth. It's not going to stop my everything. It's just not going to stop me from being me. It's not going to stop Ray from being Ray. So, oh my gosh. And of course, along with having a new president or having, uh, can't call him a new president because we had him before, but yeah. um, Cities, towns, states, and continents are all at war. Man, I gotta ask, man, how y'all doing out there, man? Like, yeah, the New Year just happened, and it's like it's not even a good month, and it's like people is going through life already. People are figuring out what to do for the next time or what is best not to do. And it's like, didn't you just didn't you just wake up and realize it was a new day? So everywhere there's something going on. Crimes is happening. Um it's just a lot going on. So everywhere it's a war somewhere, right? So how are you feeling mentally? Of course, I've normally I would ask how's your heart feeling, but how are you feeling mentally? How are you feeling emotionally? How are you doing financially? And what is going on with you physically? So this, of course, new first year episode. It's I totally forgot to even give y'all the title. The title is New Year, New What? New Year, New What? And I will of course explain more with it. And I do have a new piece with today's episode, with tonight's episode as well too. Uh so what is my goal when I ask these questions? How you doing? What's up with you? What's going on with you mentally? What's going on with you financially? What's going on with you emotionally? What's going on with you physically? I ask these questions, of course, out loud. And the first thought that comes to mind is, what do I want to work on during the new year? you know, so that, so that is particularly my goal is what am I going to do? No, sorry. My goal for the questions I just asked, especially when you ask them out loud, the first thought that comes to mind is, what do I want to work on during this new year? And so these questions are for yourself. Um, why do you or I need to change? So it's like, why do you need to change? Or why is it you feel like you need to change? So why do you, or why I need to change? What is it that I need to change? What am I talking about? Seriously, right? Like, Ray, you asking a lot of questions. I know, I am. I am. Um, but these are the questions that is asked during the new year, right? Like, what is my goal when I ask myself these questions out loud? Like, how am I feeling? Okay, you know, that's the first thing that comes to mind. Second thing is, what do I want to work on when it comes down to the new year, right? And then why do why do I need to change? Or why? I said it twice. Why do I need to change? And do I feel like I need to change? And what is it that like, what is it? Why is it? Huh? I need to change? What? What the what is it that I need to change? What is best for you to change? How are you feeling emotionally when you make those changes? How are you feeling mentally when you make those changes? How are you feeling financially when you make those changes? How are you feeling physically when you make those changes? So that's what I'm talking about. And of course, when you ask those questions, how are you feeling? Or what is it that you need to change? And what is it that you need to change, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, financially? Ask yourself this other question. What am I taking more seriously? Meaning, are you going to take your physical more serious? Are you going to take your financial more serious? Are you going to take your mental more serious? Are you going to take your emotional more serious? What is it that you are going to change for yourself coming into this new year? Then while you're answering yourself the question, what am I going to take more seriously? Ask yourself, what am I stopping? Like, wait, hold on. Do I want to stop cheating? Wait, hold on. That ain't even a question. But it is a question. And these are the things that I say it's okay to ask these type of questions to yourself or out loud. Um, But once again, ask yourself the questions like, what is my goal when I ask these questions out loud? The first thing that comes to mind is, what do I want to work on during the new year? Okay. Next questions for yourself is, why do I why do I need to change? Or it's a straight up demand. I need to change. Like, what is it I need to change? And then, of course, the next question is of course, what is it that I need to change? Okay, so what are you going to take more seriously when you make those changes? You're going to take your mental more serious. Like I said, your mental, emotional, financial, physical. What are you going to take more seriously? And what are you stopping? And of course, last but not least, how the hell am I going to get through everything? I've been there. Ooh, all of these things. And please excuse, I didn't even practice. I just jumped on this. I'm like, yo, normally I would practice what I'm going to say on a podcast, but today it's like, Ray, huh? We getting back in the swing of things. It's like, yeah, we is. And so, what what was your greatest highlight of 2024? What's your greatest highlight? Do you remember how it made you feel? Can you look back at the event and talk about it with a smile on your face? Were there any moments that almost messed it up? All right, so now I'm gonna be nosy. What was that moment? Who did it or who does it involve? Can you get past that decision that someone else had made? Hmm. All of these things, I'm just not being nosy. I'm joking around, of course, being nosy. But it's these questions are the questions that it's like during the New Year's. Did you ask these questions to yourself? Did you really said, okay, this is what I really gotta do. This is what I need to stop. This is what I need to take more seriously. Okay, what is my end game? Or what is the main thing I want to accomplish? What what areas of my mental do I want to see be be accomplished? What areas of my emotional? What areas of my mental, my emotional, my financial, my physical? In what areas of my well-being do I want to see improvement of or on? You know, the reason why I'm asking all these questions in this podcast is because like I said, I want you to ask yourself, how do I feel mentally after that event? How do you feel emotionally after that event? Is it something that you would allow back into your life, or is it something you don't need coming to 2025? So that's why I'm asking all of these questions today, tonight, tonight, this episode. Um, so like I said, I do have a new piece that I recently just finished, and I uh I'm just I'm just here. I'm just here chilling with y'all. So but nah, I'm definitely gonna be talking about what's been going on with me. Um But after this piece, though, I will definitely be talking about what's going on with me. Uh, this piece is called 25 ish. Uh, no actual title of it. It was like 2025 is here and I'm about to be on my business type of mood. I started to realize a big shift in my attitude and how I'm looking at circle, meeting a circle of people, a circle of friends, um, the true meaning of an actual village. A lot of the soul searching that I've been working on since the last of 2024 is still very much happening. Um, I would get more into what I had hoped for myself coming into 2025. As you know, like I said, I'll mention it all about me. But this piece is called 25 ish. Um, and I will also explain it as well too. 25 ish. All right. There's that ish. I stood up from like I'm the ish. I had to figure it out. I had to figure out what I'm going to miss. Gaining love, just saying it. Those emotions send me through many trips with no memories I will miss. Sit back while Ray gonna talk some shh. Let me bite your ear off just a little bit. I fell off the deep end, almost did. Comeback season is on a rise again. I figured out my purpose alone. Yes, I did. Looked in the mirror many times. Yes, I did. Building confidence. Check that off the mirror list. Mm, mm, mm. Softly spoken, I changed my vocal tone just a little bit. I might be low, but my words will hit you more in the gut. There it is. I took a break to breathe, so I come back hella fresh. Yes, I did. I got my focus back. Pivot is keeping my mind relaxed. A different beast is forming in front of you. Distractions can kiss my ass. You can't see me when I refuse to give you the last teddy bear in me. Even my Wi Fi password says beast in me. If that wasn't a setup for the business me, in 2025, start thinking you gotta get to know me. I'm not the same you see. I knew this was gonna be a test up for me. So hi, bye, happy birthday, yay, congratulations, on my way, what you say, happy anniversary, and happy holidays. You will see me when you see me. Don't take this journey personally. I'm doing this on my own. This is my battlefield. I gotta start with me and me alone. Hope y'all like that. Hope y'all like that. I really did. I really did. Uh, so 25 ish. Uh, 25 ish. Normally, every New Year's, I would write a new poem. And of course, I will always try to mention what I want to work on, what I want to stop, what I want to see improvement of, what is I'm gonna take more seriously. I'm still soul searching. And right now what I'm taking seriously is knowing that I'm alone. I'm not alone. I am not alone. But I am alone at some aspect of my journey. And it sucks when you recognize a lot of things emotionally. And it's like, I wish I had someone that I could really rely on who's with me 24/7. And of course, I have roommates. I have a roommate who I trust dearly. Um, and I can always, turn to her and ask her these type of questions about myself. Um, but sometimes it feels good when you can have another honest ear to give you some advice and who you trust. Um, there's not a lot of people who I trust as much anymore. I wish I could say I will work on that this year, but most likely it won't happen. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I'm being honest with you right now. Um, trust. Mm. If I trust you, let's say you are truly blessed. You are truly blessed. Now, new people who would like to come into my life or who would like to introduce themselves to me, welcome by all means, but good luck trying to gain my trust. Um, there's still, like I said, there's still some there's still some soul searching that I'm doing. Um, I'm focusing on my business, meaning I'm studying, I'm reading, applying, I'm stacking, I'm taking Ray Davis seriously, and I'm focusing on the beast I'm becoming. And not a lot of things I was just doing before. Good luck trying to get me to do those things now. I don't have the same heart that I had before. I don't have the same patience I had before. I don't have the same care as I did before. My heart is still there, but I can't tell you, I can't tell you whether or not some parts of that is either there or it's not. Um, I mentioned I'm just here, and the reason why I say that is I'm still very much. I lost a godmom. I don't know if it was on here, if I mentioned it on here on the podcast. I want to say it was some time ago. Um, I don't know which episode it was, and I don't even remember if I even said it on here. If I did, I know there's some personal things. I'm like, no, I'd rather mention it face to face and not on the podcast. Uh, but no, I lost a godmom. A couple of days after Thanksgiving, and we just had our service not too long ago, and I am missing her. Um, I wanted to reconnect with her. I'm older, wiser. I'm not as young as I was, and she was a positive influence on me. She was the fun godmom, the one that I had hit up and was like, "Hey, I need escape. I need a little break from my household. Can I come through?" Yes, Sweet Pea, come through. She gave me the nickname Sweet Pea. Um, and I'm still just uh allowing my body to physically grow through the moments where it's like I'm awake, but I know I should be resting. And I'm definitely not allowing my emotions to get the best of me that it makes me sick. But I'm just going through those stages again, and it's like I'm here, y'all. I'm numb. I'm just numb. I want to hug my god sister so fucking much and let her know I'm here. I've always been here. Of course, a conversation with me and her had helped me to had really helped me receive something that I thought I wasn't gonna receive at all. I wasn't um expecting apology. I wasn't there's so many things I really had talked myself into not accepting or not accepting, not expecting to receive. A lot of my past, um never I haven't expect a lot of my past unresolved trauma would get some source of solution now or any type of source of healing. Um, I made peace with a lot of my past, and I've forgive and forgave myself for a lot of the things that had happened, a lot of things that I had allowed to happen. And I'm still very much working on forgiveness. And that's why I say I've been soul searching. And what's not gonna happen is you ain't getting my trust right now, boo boo. Nah. Um, Trust is something that's just gonna be a minute. It's I can't say no, it's not gonna happen. I know I did say it's not gonna happen. I can't say yes, it's gonna happen. It's just not. I don't feel like it's something that I should individually, eternally focus on the way I was focused on it. I'm a very quick, I was a very quick, trust hearted, free spirit person. And at times I feels like I was very gullible. And when I get to that emotion thinking I was so gullible, I get upset at myself. Um, no worries. I don't let my frustration of my past actions go further on to just how I feel mentally and emotionally. And so when I get out of the slumps of being upset at myself, I work on forgiving myself for the things that I didn't understand and the things I didn't know how to acknowledge up front. And of course you go through those emotions emotionally. You grieve over your choices. You grieve over the things that you said or the things that was said to you. And it's like I've I've emotionally cried enough. Um when I was told that my godmother had passed, I was like it 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 hit me on the first night. And then the night after I was told, I woke up early that morning and it was like I couldn't breathe. I I had to really admit to myself what I was feeling. And I couldn't just, hush my own emotions. It was like, okay. And that's all I was just repeating back to myself was okay. And it was like, nah, Ray, um, it's not okay. It's not okay. Um, you're missing someone and you wanted them to know how much they meant to you. Yeah, I did. I wanted her to know how much she meant to me, and I wanted her to know how I was doing, what was going on in my life, and I just want to let her know I'm good. Like I'm fine. I'm still breathing. I'm still out here doing me. I just want to let you know I never forgot about you. That's what I really wanted to do. Um, Life happens as we starting to starting to all say life be lifing with us. And it's like, life, why you gotta be lifing with me now? I'm not. It's like sometimes you just want to shout, I'm not ready. I'm not ready, life. I'm not ready to receive this. I'm not ready to receive that. If you have any other loved ones in your family and they're older, hug them. Don't hug them tight. Don't hug them tight, but for real, give your elders a hug. Um, this episode is dedicated to two beautiful women. Two beautiful elders who's called home. My my godmother, like I said, she passed away a couple days after Thanksgiving. Later on, earlier tonight, I was told that one of my godbrothers' grandmother had passed. Um, it sucks. It just sucks. And I don't believe I never met her respectfully. I believe all my other god brothers may have been around her more than me. Um, it sucks. Like I said, it just sucks. I wouldn't want no one in my own circle to have this type of heartache or heartbreak. And of course we all hear, oh, it's life, it happens. You get older, eventually you pass on. This is not that type of talk. This is not that type of talk. Ray don't do that here. Ray just don't tell tell you to get over it and live on. No. Is it possible for you to move on? Yes, it is. Is it possible for you to continue on and living on? Yes, it is. Does it take time to get to that point? Always. It's just not gonna happen overnight. It's just not gonna happen a couple days. It's just not gonna happen a couple hours, a couple seconds, another couple minutes. It's just not gonna happen like as fast as you would think it would. It takes some time. As y'all know, I know. Once you think one source of your grief is all situated, and I mean everything, another source of grief pops up. I'm not trying to say that. I'm not trying to say this to jinx myself. And yeah, I'm going way off right now. I ain't even wrote everything what I'm discussing now. I ain't wrote it down. I ain't gonna lie. This is all just freestyle. I'm just freestyling the end part, the ending of this podcast, cause I don't got nothing else to talk about right now, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Um, but some more sad news. it 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 doesn't have to do with someone passing away. Um, knock on wood. Knock on. If you're around wood, if you're around good real wood, knock on wood, please. Um, but other bad news. So I wasn't too sure. I wasn't sure when I was gonna jump back on the podcast. I wanted to focus on I need a mic gaming merchandise and also saving up for the new Xbox. Cause man, I can't monetize myself any quicker, y'all. I cannot monetize myself any quicker. So I need y'all. And y'all know I don't ask. I'll promote, I'll try to network here and there, but I'm not even gonna be tripping about doing that as much. Cause it's I'm just starting to notice who is for you and who is not for you. And what I'm going to be doing is if you're not for me, and I would think that we're for each other, then I'm going to go focus on me and me alone. That was the whole point of 25 ish. so, um, so like I said, let me get back to the merchandise store. But no, let me go back real quick. 25 ish. Like I was saying, every new year, I think of a new piece to write down. I think of the things I want to work on, the things I'm hoping for, the things I'm going to be doing, not going to be doing, everything of what's going on with me mentally, emotionally, financially, physically. Like I always write it down in a poem. This time I'm just saying I'm focusing on what it is I have going on. I am no longer going to be catering to what I was okay doing before when I know I have other thing else on my mind. There's is some people who I want to spend some time with. Yes, I am going to be outside. I am just not I'm when I was saying hi by, yay, congratulations, all of that, I'm being playful, but I'm being serious at the same time. It was like it's in a way to say I'ma be around, but I'm not gonna be reliable. I'ma be around, but you're not gonna see me all the time. I'll be around, but you may not hear from me for a little while. But I'm still here. I'm still here. Uh, I'm just not going to be doing all the things I was doing beforehand. Like 2024, everything what I was doing in 2024, I have already done it numerous of times before. Uh, for once, it would be nice to know what it feels like to get some of the same appearance in return. If folks can't or won't like to make an appearance, or they can't make it, they won't. Sorry, if they won't make appearance, okay. If you can't make appearance, okay. Uh, just get, it's good luck trying to, I don't know. It's it's like I'm just my emotions could still be just on a high, on a high, but I don't know. It's like I'm not going to be doing the things that I was doing before, if nothing, respectfully, if none of the same energy is coming back to me in return. I'm gonna just say that for real. There's not a lot of support. There's not a lot of mental support. There's not a lot of emotional support. There's not a lot of spiritual support. As far as financial support, I may never always ask for a handout. Um, when I do ask, it is because it's in need. But I'm not the type of person to be like, "Hey, you like my merchandise? All right, can you buy it right here, right now?" So I can see you actually buying it. I'm not that type of person, you know. Like I don't be in your face like that. It would be nice to it 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 would be nice to be in a circle of like-minded people who's like, "Hey, financially, it's not all green the way I would want the green to be flowing." Okay, understand it. You don't have to tell me in details that, Ray, I want to support your merchandise, but financially I can't. I'm not going to be asking you if you can. If you can, you know you can. If you can't, you know you can't. If you want to communicate that with me, then by all means, I'm accepting to receiving that. But I'm not going to sit up here and be like, oh, well, F this person, F that person, they don't support me no way. No, it took me some time. It took me some freaking time to see this person is not for me the way I'm for them. And that is why I said that versus me just coming out and say, you don't support me, so why support you? No, it took me some time to get to this point where it's like, yeah, then that is when you will hear me sometimes say it's not going to happen. Um, because it took me some time to know which person or which group of people I can be Rachel with. And then it took me some time to see, you know, with certain people, who do I need to always be Ray with. It it sucks knowing that I can't always separate myself, um, Ray from Rachel. I want to. I want to from time to time. It would be nice to um it would be nice to show the teddy bear side of me all the time. But not everybody deserve it. Not everybody need it. Not everybody know how to even freaking manage it when it's in front of your freaking face. Man. Like, bruh, did I fumble? Did I fumble? Like, folks, I gotta ask that question out loud sometimes. Cause it's like, bruh, I know I didn't do nothing wrong. Did I say anything wrong? No, I would have expected them to let me know. Cause I always, and this is why I always say, if I say something wrong, tell me I said it wrong, so I could apologize and correct myself right then and there. Cause I ain't gonna sit up here and be questioning myself like this. So it's like, did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong? I mean, I didn't know the disconnect wasn't actually there. I thought the connect was there. No, it it sucks when people show you who they are and you are forced to believe them. Sometimes it takes some people time to believe it. It took me time to believe it because of the heart I had catered into a person or into a whatever it may be. I just have a big heart and folks don't know how to fucking take care of it. Period. Like, I'm gonna be for real. Um I'm just I don't know. And that's why I say I don't know, cuz it's like I could be just emotionally going into it too much, but I am for real on not supporting folks who don't support me. I'm for real on acknowledging folks that's not all for me the way I would be all for them. I'm dead ass the fuck serious with that one though. I'm just a lot of things are stopping. Now I'm just trying to figure out how to manage everything else that I had put on the side because I loved hard and I loved too much and I was too reliable and I allowed myself to get that way when sometimes it's best just to pull back. And that's what I realized what I was doing 2024. Too reliable. Too much of a big heart. Everything was just within myself. How is it I have all the ingredients and everything nice? And it's like I was cooked without the chemical X. But it's like maybe sometimes it's okay to have the chemical X into spice and everything nice. I wasn't I wasn't raised to, you know, I wasn't raised to disrespect anyone or to really push people off. I was always had the arms open. Hint the free hug sign. And it's like sometimes you do have to sit back and you're like, let me not hug all the time. Let me not hug this person all the time. Let me not. Sometimes you have to go all the way back and be like, let me not be a hugger. But then that's just my emotional stress, just taking it a little bit further back when it's like sometimes, right, you don't have to take your emotional stress back so far. You could just keep it on the surface, but also just keep your distance. So that's why I said I'm still soul searching. ain't finished with that yet. I'm still soul searching, and I'm recognizing a lot of the things that I know I should stop doing. A lot of things that I'm not gonna stop doing. I asked myself all those questions I mentioned in the beginning of the podcast out loud, and that was the whole purpose of me writing 25 ish. Was because I would go through that journey of just finding myself, my pros and cons, everything I know I need to fix within myself. Um, it took me a minute to want to even say this, but I may not be asking everyone what it is they feel I should change about myself. Um, Not everyone is with you 24/7. And I mean 24/7. I don't mean just talking to you every day. I mean, folks ain't with you 24/7. So how they gonna actually know what it is that you need to change or what it is that you need to switch up on? No one can look in the mirror and know the shit that you got going on but you. No one can look in the mirror and say, I know you are dealing with this deep down internally, and I want to let you know I see it. That's not going to always happen. So, what can you do? Keep moving forward, keep moving, keep going some type of way. Yeah, that's cool. Sometimes it's not going to always happen. And I'm recognizing that now. So, back to the business. So, the reason why I wasn't too sure on whether or not I was going to jump back on a podcast so soon is because the I Need a Mic merchandise. I wanted to focus on I Need a Mic um, merchandise coming to the end of 2024 and the beginning of 2025. So I would have had a plan to focus on it, to network on it, promote it, like really get down to the things that I knew I wanted to do, get prepared for the summer, right? So the bad news is the site Teespring or Spring, they changed it to Spring now. Spring had has discontinued some of the products that was on the site when I did I Need a Mic merchandise. And there's still some things that is there. Beanies, hats, backpacks, duffel bags. I could probably do a pillow. I could probably do a windbreaker. Maybe depending on if it's even still if it's not discontinued. I just have to sit down and look and see what is not discontinued and what can I do that has I Needed My Gaming on it. It's very it's very discouraging because I don't know if y'all remember when I first started to announce it on the podcast. I don't know if you remember how happy, how jittery I was, how excited I was. Just my motivation and my inspiration was a vision that came true. And now it's like, oh my fucking gosh, you serious? And I had contacted the site so many times. I told them what was going on with the products that I was trying to post onto the store and what was happening whenever I would refresh the page. Then later on down the line, I started to look at various products that I thought I could go and, do. Um, as I have mentioned, I believe I've mentioned this on this podcast. I believe I did because I was so sure on this. I started to notice a lot of the products, the shirts, let's say the t-shirts. The t-shirts don't have a bigger size than 3X. And the material is not 100% cotton. And so I'm like, okay. So y'all went to more earth efficient products and y'all don't go no higher than a 3X on some of the items, on some of the products. Huh. Y'all just messed up half of my freaking merchandise then. And so I'm going to eventually go back onto the drawing board. I don't want to. I really do not want to. This is how upset I am. And I mean emotionally upset. I don't mean like, man, I'm mentally upset. No, emotionally upset. Y'all if y'all heard me talk to you personally or heard me on here, y'all know I was looking for a merchandise site that I know if I could pay through my debit card, you could pay through your debit card. If you have a credit card, you could pay through your credit card. Um, there's a lot of other payment agencies that is not available on this site. But if you have a bank card, if you have a credit card, if you have a PayPal account, you're good. And so I was fine with that. I don't know if I'm gonna have the energy to look for another site after knowing what I know now. If one site is changing up, I could only imagine what all these other sites is starting to do. But that doesn't give off no excuse. That's me going off my emotional stress. I need to really look over this and see if my assumptions is true. It's just discouraging that I've worked my ass off. And I'm still gonna work my ass off. Don't get me wrong, hard work don't stop for nobody. Don't stop for nobody, y'all. Nobody. I just really worked very hard on it. And it's like when you get on the steps and you're maybe 12 steps in, you gotta go back down 5 extra steps. And it's like those 5 steps, I needed it just to help me get the adrenaline back to breathe. Cause man, walking down 5 steps, I don't know if Imma have the energy to step at least 3. That's just how I'm feeling. So I will work on it. I will work on finding another merchandise site where I can do both. I need a mic gaming and I need a mic. And no one want to freaking change the freaking products or don't want to discontinue the products and have sizes and have sizes for everyone because I want the sizes to fit everyone and anyone. As of course, everybody may or may not know, if you are following me on Instagram or on TikTok, you know I'm a plus size woman. If I cannot fit into a 3X and you're a plus size man or woman, I know you cannot fit into a 3X. And definitely depending on the shape of the product too. The shapes of the products, the shirts, the shape of the shirts is not beneficial for plus size. That's the other part of why it's just so discouraging and why it's so upsetting is I'm I as I've said, this podcast helps me heal, so I had to talk about it in order to continue on healing from it. But I'm tremendously upset. Um, but until I get a new gaming console, I will look over the products and I can I'm gonna look over the products and see what I can do and go ahead with having those items on the merchandise store. I will definitely do that. I believe I have a beanie and a pom pom beanie on there now, but I will definitely look at the products that I can use and I will try my best, hope and pray, and y'all hope and pray too, that it doesn't, that the products I want to do the merchandise on, um, it's not discontinued. That's all I can hope. It's like I said, folks, it's upsetting. And I can only say hearing my voice, I'm so freaking upset about it. I just freaking can't, man. Like I just it's upsetting. But um I will also be asking around about any new sites out there that I can do. Um in the meantime, I would like to focus on other things I have planned to work on. Um I'm still studying, I'm still reading, I'm still taking notes. I'm still focusing on the business um the business side of of course my platform, networking, promoting. I'm getting back into promoting. I'm getting back into networking. Um, I just have to really gain that energy back for it again. When I thought that I could take a little breather, and it's like, let me build up this the energy back for everything, and it was like, yeah, yeah, right. It's not gonna happen. So I'm back here on the podcast. I have 11 new episodes for y'all, and I'm very excited to announce those episodes. I will be, like I said, doing more promoting for the podcast. I will be uh trying out other things as well too. Um if you're interested, if you're really interested in hearing me go on and on and on about whatever about life, would you be interested in hearing me going on live? If you are interested in hearing me go on live, please answer the question I posted on Instagram. Please answer the question I posted on Instagram, and I'll definitely will be posting it on here too. I'm just curious, because there's a lot of features going on with the recording that is happening, and it's like if I'm on live, do y'all know that whoever would listen to the podcast, you could actually post up comments if I'm on live. So it's almost like Instagram and TikTok and all of them, but it's here for the podcast. So it's something interesting. I'm interested in trying it out. The only reason why I'm asking to see if you would be interested in it, listeners, because I really want to know if it's worth it to put the energy into it. If you're not interested in hearing me live and you just want to hear the recording, because with the recording you could always play it a separate day or whenever you have some time, then that's understanding. But communication is key with me, folks. I would like to just know it's either yes or no, or I rather listen. That's it. That's it. I'm not asking for nothing else. I'm just asking, what would you be interested in? Because I don't know what you would be interested in. All I know is what I do. This is what I do. I'll sit, record, speak. I'll sit, record, speak. I'll publish, and then I'll wait to see if people has really played the episodes. But I don't know if you would be interested in it live. I mean, one thing I will be doing is doing night recordings, especially when the kids are, the child or children is in bed. I will be keeping the evening time recording as my schedule. Um, it feels better knowing that I can record like this. Um, I feel like I can. I feel like I can not be all the way open, but I don't stutter as much when I'm not rushing or when I'm taking my time or when I have set a straight time to record or say some things. It's like I do a lot better. All right, so before we get to the outro, before we finish this episode, I cannot talk. That's how you know I'm tired. I cannot talk. Okay, before we finish this episode, before I finish this episode, uh, close out quote. Close out quote. Don't know who said this, but whoever did, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Every day brings every day brings it with a surprise. Sometimes the surprise is pleasant and sometimes not so. But know that you're not alone in this. Everything will work out in time. Keep positively shining as much as possible. You're meant to be here, and this isn't the final destination. Let's say I give somebody in the back. Yeah, you in the far back. Yes, you in the back. I need you to person who is laying down. I need you to sit up and listen to this. I need you to close your eyes and listen to this quote now. Every day brings with a surprise. Sometimes the surprise is pleasant and sometimes not so. But know that you're not alone in this. Everything will work out in time. Keep positively shining as much as possible. You're meant to be here. You're meant to be here now. I'm sorry. That's how you know I'm sorry. You're meant to be here now. But this isn't the final destination. Alrighty, alrighty, alrighty. Alright now. Now don't ask me to say that a third time. No. All jokes aside, folks. Yeah, I'm here, but I'm not. So now you have heard me speak some truth. This is my way of passing the mic to you. I hope my courage, will, and drive motivate you. Y'all take care, stay safe, and I cannot stress this any further enough. If y'all have kids, please kiss them babies every day or hug them, or, uh, kiss text, whatever these kids love to do nowadays. But kiss them. No. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later.